Good morning all. Now we are going to discuss about what is relational algebra. So the relational algebra is a procedural query language and it consists of set of operations which can take one or two relation as an input and produce a new table as their result. So these operations enable a user to specify some basic retrieval request. So the fundamental operations of relational algebra are select, project, union, set, difference, Cartesian product and then rename. So here the select, project and rename operations called the unary operations because they operate only on one table. So the other three operations can operate on pairs of relations. Therefore it's called binary operations. So first one, unary. So in unary relation operations, it can be categorized into three types: select, project and then rename. So select can be represented by the symbol sigma. So which selects a subset of rows from relation. Project means it contains a symbol pi, which selects the columns from the relation. Rename row symbol will be followed. So this is the selection. For example, sigma, which selection criteria have to be given, and then a relation instanced, for example, input will be given. For example, so here we have to select the employee tuples whose department number is 4. So we have used this selection operation. So sigma will be used. So here department number equal to 4. So here suffix in DNO equal to 4 in employee table. For example, select the employee tuples whose salary is greater than 30,000 means we have to use the selection operation sigma salary which will be greater than 30 in which table? So employee table. We can also select the instructors in physics with the salary greater than 90. So we can use this V and then inverted V or not. So here selection operation will be performed. So sigma department name equal to physics, and we have used one more conditions that salary will be greater than 90,000. So here instructor table will be used. Next one, projection. So here uh, pi will be used for the projection. So here we have to use the fields which represents the column and input table should be there. So for example, here SID, SNAME, rating, age will be here. So here pi projection operation. So age S2, which means the age will be 35 and then 55. To list the each employee's first and last name and salary of the following. What is that? So you have to use the projection. Pi symbol should be used. So pi L name, comma F name, comma salary, and in which table employee table will be performed. Composition of relational operation. So we can also use the projection and then selection operation in the same query. How we can use this? So imagine the table SID, SNAME, rating and age, and the 4 rows will be there. So you have to use the projection and selection operation. So here projection SNAME, comma rating, in that selection rating greater than gate. So there will be the two ratings. One is FP and then Rusty. So this will be done. Example, find the name of all the instructors in the physics department. So you have to use the projection. So pi name and then selection operation sigma. So department name is equal to physics in instructor table. Rename operation. So the general rename operations can be row performed using row. So here row S of R, which changes the relation name only to S. So we can use the n number of attributes. The column attributes names only to B1, B2 up to Bn. So we can change the row S of B1, B2 up to Bn. In the relations can be changes both the relation name to S and the column attribute names to B1 to Bn. Next, relational algebra operation set theory. What is union, intersection, set difference, and then Cartesian product. So in union, it's a binary operation. So we can also define as a U, denoted by U. Result of R union S is the relation that includes all the tuples either in R or in S. So we have to include both the R and S. So duplicate values all should be eliminated. Union operations, the two operand R and S must be type compatible, which means relation R and S should have the same arity and both have the number of columns. The name of attributes and domain type are the same in both. For example, so here person and the profession are the two tables which contains the attributes like SSN name, address, hobby. Here ID, name, office, phone number. They are not union compatible even though we can use projection operation. So you can use some pi name person and pi name professor are union compatible, and we can perform here as union operations like S1 and S2 are the two tables. So S1 and S1 union S2 means we can combine the both values. Intersection, which is denoted as the inverted U. So the result of the operation R intersection S is a relation that includes all the tuples that are both in R and S. It should be in R and it should be in S. And the two operand relations R and S must be type compatible. So here Lumber and Rusty will be the same which are included in both S1 and the S2. So it will be S1 intersection S2. It contains only 31 and then 58 SID. This is one example. So here we can use projection selection operation for that particular table. What is set difference? Which means R minus N, which returns a relation instance containing all the tuple that occurs only in R but not in S. R and S must be union compatible. So here S1 and S2. So in difference should be there. Minus set difference will be there. So Dustin have to be written because Lever and Rusty is already there in S2, but Dustin is not there in S2 relation. So here Dustin only printed. So same, we can find all the courses start in the following semester, and we can use this projection operation, and we can also use some selection. Cartesian product. Cartesian product is denoted by X, which is also known as product or cross join. Notation is R cross S, which combines the tuples of one relation to other relation. Yes, we can example. So here R and S will be there. We have to combine both the R and S table. So R cross S, which includes A, B, C, D, E. So these are all some SQL built-in functions which are uh, sale, flow, square root, power, mode, toss, etc. So these are all some SQL built-in functions by using strings. Contains init cap string, upper, lower, trim, rtrim, replace, and then length. So these are built-in functions also we can use to perform some operation. So that's all about relational algebra. So I hope you all understand. Thank you all.